Hello everyone, and welcome to Mortgage Ins and Outs. I'm Audrey Whittington, and this is our series on the mortgage home buying process. Today we are very fortunate to have joining us Mike Weinbach. And Mike, you are the CEO of Chase Home Lending.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
So let's talk about, I think, perhaps one of the most compelling topics out there, especially for the millennials and myself. Like, I actually rent and I own a home. How do you decide whether to rent or buy?
Yeah, it's a big decision, and the important thing is to find the right answer for you. But I actually think for a lot of people, so most Americans actually own their home. About 64% of Americans
Really?
own their home. Yeah, only about a little bit more than a third rent. And that's been pretty stable over time. And I think there's a lot of reasons why people choose to buy.
Yeah.
When you own your home and you're making a mortgage payment versus a rent payment, part of that payment you're paying yourself.
Right.
And actually building savings. So homeownership is one of the best ways that most Americans build wealth over the course of their lifetime. It tends to, you want to think about whether you're ready to settle down and make a commitment to,
Sure.
to maybe another person, a family, but also a community.
Yeah.
And when you put down roots and you start realizing the benefits of homeownership, it can be really, really meaningful. But for some people, they're not ready, and usually the answer is not ready yet.
So it's really a very personal decision.
Absolutely.
So it really is based a lot on your personal situation. But I think one of the things we've been talking about in some of the other videos of the series is that you can really plan for it on a personal level. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, well, there's research that you can do and ways that you can start to figure out whether buying or renting is right for you. And so, like, one great thing to do is, like, it's really good to know your credit score. So, Credit Journey, which you can find it through Chase, or there are other places you can find that. Starting to think about what you would need in terms of a down payment in order to be able to own. When I was first learning about this, I asked my parents. They said, "Okay, you need to save 20% down." This is before I was in the business.
Yeah.
And interestingly, today the median down payment for a first-time home buyer, it's only about 5 or 6%.
No kidding,
So
really?
you might not need to save as much as you otherwise thought to start to realize the benefits of homeownership. And then, of course, friends and family are great. Talking to experts are great
Sure.
too. So whether it's a home lending advisor or a realtor or other experts in the field, there are a lot of great places to go to get some good insights.
And there's tools. I mean, I know Realtor.com has some tools. I believe Chase has some tools. Obviously, there are other sites. Let's talk about some of the tools that'll help you evaluate if now is the right time. Because, one of the things we've been talking about is 3 to 6 months in reserves, what your credit score should be. So how can these tools help you?
Yeah, so you make a great point. So you want to know your credit score, you want to know how much you need to save for a down payment, and you want to know how much payment you can afford.
Right.
And so there are some great tools out there. So you can go find a payment calculator. You talk about the amount you might want to spend on a home and put in some other information, and it will tell you what your monthly payment will be. And you can think about how much money you make each month. You can think about how much money you would have to pay to own a home. You can compare that to what you pay in rent, and that really starts to inform you.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you for joining us for the video series of Mortgage Ins and Outs, and we hope you'll join us for some of our other videos about the mortgage process. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like or subscribe to our channel for more real estate content.